Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The author's thoughts on GH are hers alone. Just remember that everything is based on pure emotion, whether it's correct or wrong, wacky or tacky. When it comes to General Hospital, every fan has an opinion, and Soap Hub is no exception. We sat for 5 days, seeing the good, terrible, and in between. Here, we begin with optimism. Unfortunately, we don't always get our way. So here's a recap of GA's week that was. Last week, Nicholas returned to Port Charles in search of Ava. The sequences with Adam Huss and Maura West were fantastic to witness. Things with those two always swing between intense heat and terrible hatred. This week, Nicholas finally appeared for his son. Their toxic relationship contains layers upon layers of baggage and damage. Imagine my amazement when Spencer didn't start with violent rage and Nicholas didn't start with extreme defense. For once, the two were able to accept accountability. Spencer still felt angry, but he understood his father a little more. He was finally able to express the frustration and pain he felt as Avery Kristen Paul, manipulated his life into something he no longer recognized. He must have tapped into his parental feelings for his brother, because he truly led with empathy, temperance, and apology. Spencer begged Nicholas to remain, and Nicholas invited Spencer to accompany him. And Ace, both Chavez and Huss, delivered exactly what was required to create sequences full of remorse, wrath, understanding, love, and struggle. Nick wanted to stay, but he couldn't. He wasn't ready to hand himself over to the police. Spencer wanted to leave, but he couldn't. He has a life. He has Trainer. And he isn't going to give up his bliss anytime soon. All of this to say that I enjoyed watching the scenes go back and forth. Was I surprised when Spencer let Nicholas depart with Ace? Yes. Also, how adorable was Ace, resting his head on Nicholas' shoulder. These are the scenes that made me want to rewind and relive the entire experience. Frustration central. Laura being a ride or die for Esm is one of the most annoying aspects of daytime for me right now. I adore both Ginny Francis and Mayor Laura Collins, and I understand that I am more aware of what is going on with Esm than Laura is, but I don't care. As ridiculous as it sounds, it's difficult for me to see Laura fight for her over and over. Pole continues to act her heart out. She's really good. But I digress. Laura is clinging to the fact that Spencer could be wrong, even after learning that Dark Esm has returned. Is it just me, or is Carly recognizing Drew's personality changing more, and she may not like it? I like that she and Sam talked about it as well. I believe things are going well for the time being. She is aware that he has been dealing with certain issues. However, the future remains uncertain. The second best interaction is between Trina and Esm. Aside from Nicholas and Spencer, Trina and Esm's courtroom talk was quite enjoyable. The expression on Esm's face when she realized Trina and Spencer were going to Paris for a semester was everything. I need Tabian Ali to tell me how enjoyable it was to say these words. Esm, that's true. Although I know Spencer is gonna miss you like crazy while you're abroad. Trina, yes, he might, if he wasn't going with me. Favorite social media theories. Drew fired Nina and made her sign a resignation letter. The second this occurred on Friday's program, supporters must have Googled Whistleblower 101, checked with their legal friends, and determined the next logical step for this story. The short narrative is that whistleblowers are protected, and Drew's decision to replace her is not acceptable. Nina could have a strong case for pursuing Drew legally and more lethally than he did to Nina. Let's see what GH comes up with next, right? No repercussions. Nina spilling the beans on Michael blackmailing her and knowing what she did for months resulted in almost no consequences. So far, anyhow. Maybe Drew will have something to say about it, but everyone else said, oh well. Burning question. Why hasn't anyone apologized to Ned for targeting him as the whistleblower? Specifically, Michael and Drew. They need to admit it. Still processing, Blaze and Christina are trying to get on board with these two. First, they haven't seen each other in a while, and when Christina first called their relationship and said, "Have a nice life," I was fine. So now that they're circling each other again, I'm hoping they come up with something to make me feel for them both. I'm fine with each of them individually. Feeling it. Jordan is in trouble. Jordan appears to be getting a tail, which I am all for. Who took her? I'm looking forward to learning what the deputy mayor's next steps are. Also, please tell me Anna is going to help her. I need Anna and Jordan's scenes in my life. Anna also needs to win. Tune in to learn out about all the drama in Port Charles. The GH Spoilers Weekly Update for January 22, January 26, 2024 teases that the week ahead contains X and another. Tune in next week to see all of the action at Port Charles. Nicholas and Spencer worked things out, and Esme received probation. Ava and Trina talked in the courthouse. Christina and Sunny had a heart-to-heart, and Nina made a bargain with Cyrus. Adam mixed medicines and wine, so Joss phoned an ambulance and continued to try to carry out Sunny's intentions. There is no extended recap due to the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Spencer gave his infant brother to his father to protect him from Esme, and Trina informed Esme that Spencer was joining her in Paris. Joss was there for Adam at the hospital. In the meantime, Sunny stopped Dex from killing Cyrus and subsequently confronted Nina about getting his opponent to drop the accusations against him. Spencer blackmailed Esme to prevent her from turning him and Nicholas in for kidnapping Ace. Willow had a disagreement with Nina, and Carly and Drew discovered that Michael had kept Nina's SEC secret. Tracy and Ned planned ELQ. This convinced the visiting doctor to listen, and Finn grabbed Jordan in an alley. Meanwhile, Drew ended up talking to Anna, and they discovered they had a lot in common. Michael was forgiven by his mother, but not by his wife. Blaze, Jacqueline Grace Lopez, and Christina, who may be pregnant, also had issues to resolve. Esme sought to Ava for aid and stated that she had turned to Cyrus. Joss told Adam's father that he attempted suicide. Cyrus pushed Spencer into telling Laura about Ace, who was mortified. Sam and Carly swapped notes about Drew. Drew threatened the entire Crimson staff if she did not leave, so she did, and he replaced her with Carly. Anne is concerned about her friend, despite the fact that she should be aware that Jordan is capable of handling herself. To that aim, expect Jordan to seek Brick's assistance. But isn't Brick Sunny's guy? What is he doing assisting the deputy mayor? Regarding the mayor, Laura meets with Dante to address the situation with Ace. Heather will open up to Laura, which is an unusual occurrence. Will this change Laura's mind about what's going on with their shared grandson? Check out the daily breakdown below to learn more about what's coming up. Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.